Hey kids. So today I have Stun 2, but like again this time. Instead of just being a combo video, here I'm just going to show off more about the deck, give you an updated list, because a lot has changed. This is built for TCG, as you can tell by the lack of Max C. If I, I didn't really know what to add for the 3 slots that Max C would fill, so I just threw in a second copy of Dispelling, Smiting Storm, and Golden Droplets, just so I could up the runic count, because I got really sick of opening hands of all brown cards. I wanted green cards, thank you. Still happens from time to time, because I know my luck, but, that's neither here nor there. What's important is, if you want to add cards to the deck, those are what you can change. The big change here is this card, Cyber Valley. So, Stun 2, anybody that's played Stun 2 knows for a fact that Stun 2 it's got a major problem with Hugin getting negated, right? Like, if you summon Hugin and they ash you and you don't have Advent, you're cooked. But if they ash you and you do have Advent, you have to go super minus to get to the fountain and the draws. Like, for example, let's say you open a hand of Runic Spell, discard, Runic Spell, discard, Advent. You go summon Hugin, discard, get ashed, tribute over the Hugin for Advent, summon Hugin, discard, add a fountain. You're out of cards in hand. You can't draw 3. So you're just kind of stuck like, well, now what the hell do I do? You have to have, like, I guess duality, maybe. Like, you can go duality and then try to, like, go for a Barone line. It just makes things really awkward, really stinky when they really don't have to be. So Cyber Valley fixes that issue by allowing you to go into, like, you just normal summon it if you get interrupted on the Hugin, banish both itself and the Hugin, and recover almost all of the resources that you just put into that play, right? So, like, you refund the Cyber Valley, you refund the Runic Spell, you just don't refund the discard. But, like, that still puts you with enough cards that if you have any other Runic Spell, you can set up the draw 3 very easily, right? So, yeah, that is the perk of Cyber Valley. Aside from that, there is another big change, which was Sleipnir. We're playing this over Freki. If you are playing this in Master Duel, swap out Freki for Sleipnir, swap out Sleipnir for Freki, and the cards I mentioned earlier for Max C, as well as the addition of Tri-Edge Master. This card comes up from time to time as a way to draw a card during duality lines without having to have the gas to make a burn. So, like, what you can do is you go into Tri-Edge Master, draw 1, duality, draw 1, find any Runic Spell, summon Jerry, summon Chaos Angel, Light and Dark. So it doesn't come up much, but it's a marginal side grade to Coral Dragon, even though they kind of serve different purposes, but that's neither here nor there. What's important is that it gets you to Synchro 10s and it draws a card. It's a Synchro 6 that draws a card. That's what matters. But really the main addition here is Cyber Valley. Also, discard Tyrant's Tirade. It's a lot worse without Sleipnir. In Master Duel, just replace this with Skill Drain, but Tyrant's Tirade is kind of ridiculous, especially if Sleipnir is filling the entire condition for free. But yeah, let's get into the games. For our first game, we'll be going up against Branded, and ooh, what a hand. Holy. But really, it doesn't matter what we're playing, because this is more of a demonstration of what the average game will look like if you play this on EDO Pro. Our opponent's going to do something. We're going to activate Destruction and Draw phase, trying to start sniping back row, and our opponent's going to concede. But you can't always farm free wins just by the mere existence of a runic card. Here we are going to be going first. We're going to activate Draw phase Destruction, summoning Hugin, discarding Dispelling. Our opponent's going to Imperm, and we will Duality into a copy of Ulvain with the Hugin to dodge the Imperm and grab Fountain. We'll activate Fountain, and then go for Freezing Curses to special summon from our extra deck a copy of Jerry, and drawing 3 cards. We're going to hit a whole lot of nothing, then go to Tri-Edge Master, and draw 1 more card. That's also nothing. We'll Duality, draw again, and that's a 3rd Floodgate. Okay, we're just going to set 3 and pass. Our front's going to start with just a little boy. It's just a little boy. Oh my god. It's just a little boy. They'll mill Mirror Magic Master, and then use that to search for Speaker, and we're going to Rivalry lock them. But sometimes players do stick it out, so here's an example of how the deck can play through a grind game, even if you get kind of ruined by Imperm on the Hugin. I really did try to get a replay for showing off the Cyber Valley play, or really anything about Cyber Valley. But fun fact, it's really hard to get stun replays when there's no penalty for leaving a game. So, sorry. We're going to draw Phase Smiting Storm, using the effect of the Hugin, discarding Destruction to get infinite impermanence out of our opponent's hand. We're going to set to and pass. So this is a really annoying situation for Runic to be in. Top decking is never a good idea because, I mean, you need at least 3 cards to get anywhere, because you need a Runic spell to summon Hugin, you need to discard for Hugin, and you need a Runic spell to trigger the Fountain. Our opponent's going to Nightmare Pain Yubel into Terror Incarnate, and I see that that's a good time, as good a time as any, to activate there. Can be only one. In the end phase, they'll Terror Incarnate, which puts the Hugin back in my extra. We're going to draw Phase Flashing Fire out another Hugin, discarding to search for a Fountain. Knowing full well that they are on Yubel, I can feel perfectly comfortable throwing away any and all interactions I have, for the simple reason that, like, realistically speaking, what is there to worry about? They're going to Geistgrinder to our field to try and put a monster for the Yubel to attack, so start dealing damage, but I have Synchro Zone. They can't attack. But yeah, I feel really comfortable throwing away all my Runic spells to get Fountain here, because realistically speaking, how are they going to kill me? They're playing Yubel. If I only have 0/0s on field, they can't kill me. We'll flip Synchro Zone, they can't attack, and in the end phase, the field gets destroyed and Hugin goes back. We're going to top deck another Runic spell and activate Fountain, then go for Freeze and Curses to negate the Terror Incarnate, so that way we can draw 3 while the Ash is still under Period Raise map. We'll draw 2, oh Jesus Christ. Our opponent's going to go Battle Phase, can't do anything, and pass. In the end phase, it's going to destroy everything, and on Resolution, we'll Flash Fire to Hugin, so that way we can draw 3, and then Chain Block with the Hugin, which they'll Ash because, I mean, why not? We'll draw 3, and those are pretty solid. We did get the Cyber Valley. We'll activate Runic Allure, normal summon Cyber Valley, and use its effect to banish both itself and Hugin to draw 2, then go for Dispelling to summon out a Munin. We'll banish 1 with Allure, and then just go Battle Phase and pass, gaining 1,000. We're now at a comfortable 10k, and with the Munin in attack position, they can't really do much damage. They'll 1-for-1 into Magician's Souls, draw 2 by dropping 2. We'll go for Dispelling to rip an Eternal Favorite off the top. Then we'll go for Allure to banish a copy of Where Art Thou, and Slumber to keep them from attacking. We'll go for Allure and try to draw 3. That's going to eat an Ash Blossom, but that's not really a big deal. What matters is that we're just in a comfortable position. They're going to destroy the entire field, and we're going to top deck a Runic spell. We'll get the Terror Incarnate to draw 3, as well as Allure to banish 1 more card, putting them at 9 cards in deck. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Runic Tip to search for a copy of Golden Droplets, putting them at 7 after the Allure resolves, and our opponent is going to concede. This last game isn't really a good indication of how games will go. It's just a game that I thought was fun. We're up against Grand Maju with Golden Castle Stromberg, 60 cards, naturally. They're going to activate Gold Castle Stromberg, set 2 cards, and pass on present card and Trickstar Reincarnation. I don't know why. They're going to present card, and I'll chain my only Runic spell, so that way on new chain, we'll be allowed to use the Hugin to search for Fountain. We'll draw into another Fountain and a Tip, feeling good. Then we'll discard the Gozen Match to search for Fountain, and Tip for Slumber, or for Destruction, so that way I can hit a Floodgate, but, it was Trickstar Reincarnation? We're now about to lose the game, because they're going to banish both our copies of Fountain. I don't know about you, but I don't like playing Runic with no Fountain. We're going to lose our hand and get a Cyber Valley, Pharaonic Advent, and Dick Fuck Nothing, then Duality so we can try to hit something else. Who knows, maybe if we draw enough cards, we'll be able to hit the 3rd Fountain that has been long since lost to the ban list. We'll normal Cyber Valley and pass. They're going to top deck a copy of Eater of Millions, banish 10 for Stromberg, banish 5 for Eater of Millions. At this point, the Stromberg is my win condition. We are trying to deck them out through that. If you squint, Stromberg is almost a Runic spell. They'll banish the Hugin, we'll Tip for a Freezing Curses, set it, and pass. They will draw into a Die-Fi, banish 10 face down, activate the Die-Fi, and then go into Battle Phase and force out the Cyber Valley. We're going to draw into another Destruction, then in End Phase, Destruction the Die-Fi, banishing 4 cards off the top. We're going to draw into a Flashing Fire, set 2, and pass. They are going to banish 10 for the Stromberg once again, putting them at 9 cards, so it's going to be lost next turn. We'll summon Sleipnir, and then use it to tag the Eater of Millions out, blanking the Battle Phase. we're going to draw a card and go ahead and normal summon Arena Luke Important. Then go ahead and tribute it for a copy of Duality off the top. We are going to top deck ATD Dynamite, and we're going to summon a Runic token. They'll lose the castle, and in battle phase, we will go ahead and tag out the Sleipnir and the Eater of Millions, and then we get owned by Evenly Matched. Yeah, wow, it was a token on the field. That really sucks. We'll Destruction because we're going down 2-0 anyway, so that way we can at least take 4 off the top and lose everything but the token. They'll summon a second Eater of Millions, and we'll get our Sleipnir back. We'll top deck a Golden Droplet, set it, switch the token to defense position, and pass. Then in the draw phase, summon another token. They'll flip DD Dynamite, burning us for a cool 3k. Then in battle phase, we will Sleipnir to tag an Eater out. We'll take 3k over the token, and then they'll pass. In the end phase, we'll Golden Droplet for a Mutant to stem the bleeding, and discard an Advent for Allure, because then any quick play spell can convert into more things. We'll top deck a Cyber Valley, activate the Allure, normal to Cyber Valley, and banish itself. And the token, almost like we're playing Edison, top deck a Flashing Fire, pop the Eater of Millions, that's 2, Allure banishes 1 more. We'll go battle phase, pass turn, gain 1,000, and that is the game. Ooh, tough one. And that's the deck. Again, I really didn't get to show off how good Cyber Valley is, but I have been streaming Stun 2 a lot, so you can go ahead and check me out at twitch.tv/FinalDimax, where I have, plenty of gameplay in the form of VODs. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to stream more often with Stun 2 for the Duelist Cup, but, shilling that doesn't really make much sense because I stream very sporadically. No schedule, just whenever I can. That's about all I've got. This is Stun 2. Again, flex slots if you want to play this are Golden Droplet number 2, Dispelling number 2, and Smiting Storm number 2. See ya.